Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Gradius, the Interstellar Assault. Phew, finally, I'm so sick of stellar assaults. You may recall from our look about a year ago at Nemesis that the game series Gradius has one of the more complicated release histories of any retro game, with renames, re-releases, ports, and spin-offs. But when we put all that aside, the Gradius series is one of those franchises that found what it was good at and stuck with it all the way through. Immensely satisfying side-scrolling shoot-em-up gameplay with an innovative power-up system forcing you to weigh instant gratification versus waiting for higher-level items. It's just one of those games that lends itself to the kind of instant gratification that makes Game Boy games so much fun. But on to today's game specifically, Gradius the Interstellar Assault was released in 1991 in Japan and 1992 in the US. It was one of the Gradius games that was exclusive to the Game Boy. Of course, in Europe it was called Nemesis 2 Return of the Hero, and just Nemesis 2 in Japan, then was re-released later as Gradius 2, and Gradius 2 Return of the Hero. Man, what is with this series? I know we've looked at a ton of franchises here on Game Boy Roulette, but I can't think of a single one with a more complicated and confusing naming scheme as the Gradius games. Gradius, Nemesis, Scramble, Salamander, Life Force, Solar Assault. What the heck was Konami up to in the 80s and 90s? You know, besides being one of the most consistently high-level developers out there. I normally don't like this word, but this box art is, well, epic. The realistic spaceship, the action, the background, this is simply a masterpiece. Not to mention 2 Meg Blaster, my god! Whatever the heck that means, I bet it rules. Alright, I'm totally expecting this to be great. Let's take off with Gradius the Interstellar Assault. Ah, your practically guaranteed seal of quality in the 90s. Gradius the Interstellar Assault. Ooh. Alright, there's no music, but this sound effect is so good, I can forgive it. Let's just jump right into it. Oh! Oh, I can choose? Let's do two-way. I can't help but feel my ship is a little underpowered here. Uh-oh. Oh, no, maybe we're fine. Yeah, we're out of here. See ya. Whoa. Oh, we're right into it. Whoa. Oh my god, they are not messing around here. Ow. Okay. And we can only go up from there. The game is... how do I put this? Not as smooth as I was expecting. There's a little bit of, just a touch of lag. Not bad, but definitely enough to be noticeable. Come on, get stuck, get stuck. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh my god. Slightly crazy. Okay, we did it. We escaped. See, there we go. Okay, now it's looking a little better. It must just be because we were going so quickly. Okay, so. It is B to fire. A to choose your power up. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that speed up. Very nice. Ow. Gradius is also difficult. I should point that. Gradius also just has the best music. Alright, let's get the missiles going. There we go. What is D? Oh, I'm shooting upwards now. Yeah, so these are the standard Gradius power-ups. Nothing super different so far, but hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, again, as I mentioned, it's Gradius. They pretty much had the formula down immediately. No reason to mess with the formula when it's this good. Laser, oh yeah. So I did take a quick look into it. Apparently there's only 6 levels and 6 bosses. So this one's a relatively short game. But it's cool. I mean, look at that. I love these backgrounds. Whoa, you look like a boss. And you have the same attack as the boss from Super Mario Land? What? Ah, shoot. Game over? Already? Oh, wow. Okay, they have cranked the difficulty up. I suppose that if you're gonna have a game where you've turned the difficulty up high in exchange for it being a short game, a shoot-em-up is the way to go. Ah. So now the missiles are shooting down. And since some enemies come from behind, that means sometimes you might want to go with the missiles that shoot... oh, that shoot from behind. That's why they had that choice at the beginning. Okay, that's really cool. Pew, pew. Let's get an option. Now, what is F? I want to get an F. Somebody, give me an F. There's an interesting flickering effect with our shots, I'm noticing. I don't know if that's the game or the emulator. I'm gonna go ahead and just assume it's the emulator, but thankfully it's not taken away from the game, because I still know where all my shots are going. Alright, just one more. There we go. F. Oh! I think it's like a little force field. Oh, man. Okay. Now the flickering is getting a little bad. Oh, you are so dead. There. See? I told you. Alright, let's get a laser. Laser. Oh, yeah. And let's get a speed up. Boy, this looks like there's a boss up ahead. Or was that thing the boss, and now this is just level 2? This might just be level 2. Oh, I love how you can scroll around, too. You're not just limited to a single path. I'm trying not to touch anything because I don't know if Gradius is one of those games where if you touch the wall, you It is. If you touch the wall, you explode. Okay, we learned something today. Oh, I lost all of my stuff. Can I go under these? No, I can't. The Gradius power-up system is so simple as to be genius. Do you immediately go for the smaller stuff like missiles and his speed up? Or do you want to save up and get the laser, which does crazy damage? Or maybe the force field? Alright, my goal is one more boss. Easy, easy. Look out for the shrimp. Ah, I got shrimped. Let's try tail this time. Please don't start. Oh, good. Okay, so there's kind of checkpoints. Don't know how many continues I have, but this is at least helpful. Oh, boy. Oh, God. I definitely need the speed. I sped up right into a mushroom. Should I point out that I'm not very good at Gradius? I feel like that we should probably make that clear. Speed up. Ah! Oh, yeah, now the missiles just shoot completely backwards. I really like that. I like that the missiles now have options. Oh, that was the worst place I could have gone. Gradius is just one of those nice comfort zone games where you explode all the time. It is straightforward, it's simple, but it's beautiful for that simplicity, and more importantly, it's fun for that simplicity. Sadly, we may never know what the second boss looks like. Go ahead and look up like a long play of this to see the next boss. Because frankly, I don't know if I have the raw skill to get there. This may surprise you, but hear me out. Gradius is a good series. There's a wide variety of shoot-em-ups out there that all have subtle differences, but it's kinda hard to argue that Gradius isn't one of the absolute best, no matter what system it's on. And while the Interstellar Assault didn't mix up the formula that much, what little changes it made were welcome additions to an already excellent game. As I said while playing, what makes Gradius so genius is the implementation of a risk versus reward system for the power-ups. Do you cash in your power-ups now for a simple boost, or hold out to get something stronger, knowing that one hit could make you lose it all? That, coupled with the good graphics, fun gameplay, and of course wonderful music, is the core of what makes Gradius so good. But like I mentioned, Interstellar Assault had a few changes to the formula, changes that somehow made the game even better. I loved being able to choose how the missiles fired. It was a perfect addition that lets you further customize how you play. And giving the map a little verticality went a long way to giving the game a totally fresh feeling from the original Gradius. Admittedly, this game could be beaten in less than 30 minutes, so it's not exactly super substantial. But I think if there's one genre that short games work for, it's shoot-em-ups, especially because the difficulty was high, between limited lives and one-touch kills. It finds that perfect balance of short but challenging that the Game Boy thrives on. This was our second visit to the complicated Gradius franchise on the Game Boy, and this one was even better than last time. In fact, this might be one of the best Gradius versions I've ever played. It nails what made the franchise so fun, while adding in its own identity to improve it even further. And since I know we're all curious, this is what the second boss looks like. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.